There's no greater feeling in the world than when you can put a smile on somebody's face just by walking into a room. It's unbelievable. And if I have that power, who am I to waste it, you know? Right now, I am a football player and I will sacrifice whatever is necessary to be the best. I'm going to continue to work to be the best player in the world, and whenever that doesn't sound fun to me anymore, that's when it's over. I definitely care about what I look like, certainly when I am going out in public, doing an appearance or something, but when I'm home, I'm all sweatpants, all the time. I have a limited amount of time to build a career out of football and be the best that I can be at this job. When this job is over, I have the rest of my life to do what I want with my time. I'm a little more goofy than I think people give me credit for. I like to have fun. I like to have a good time. People don't always get to see that. Houston is kind of a melting pot. There are many different cultures and ethnicities represented out there. Every year, I take 10 of my best friends from high school on a trip. That's kind of my way for saying thanks to them for being so loyal, for keeping me honest, and for just being great friends throughout this craziness. I was impressionable at that age, and my high school coach did such an unbelievable job helping me, so I want to do that for other kids. Part of me wants nothing to do with any Hollywood. But another part of me wants to go there. I feel like I could be successful at it. Success isn't owned, it's leased. And rent is due every day. Every single day, someone's coming for your job. Someone's coming for your greatness. If you're the greatest, someone wants to be the greatest, and so if you're not constantly improving your game, somebody else is. If you do the bare minimum, expect bare minimum results. You want to be great, work to be great. Nothing just happens. Some people chase money. Some people chase fame. Some chase greatness, and that's what I'm trying to do. Greatness is earned, not given. Heard someone say, I can't wait until I can finally say I've made it. The day you think you've made it, is the day you begin your decline. Everybody has a job to do, and you just know that every day you have to do what it takes to get there. Of course, everybody has those days where you don't feel like doing it. I'm just like anybody else in that respect. But there's a difference between not feeling like doing it and not doing it, period. If you don't have that vision for the end goal, you have no clue where you're going, and you're going to work very hard to go nowhere. If you want to be remembered as great, if you want to be a legend, you have to go out there every single day and do stuff. A reputation takes years and years and years to build, and it takes one press of a button to ruin it. Don't let that happen to you. You've done so much work, you've put in so much effort. Don't let one moment ruin your entire life because you wanted to be funny or you were mad or because you had a mood. I never want to let a day go by without having done something to get a little better. I want to go out and chase greatness. That's all I want to do. People always ask, man, why don't you come out and enjoy it? Why don't you celebrate? Why don't you have any fun? My fun is Sundays. Anybody can go to the club. You don't have to be good at going to the club to go to the club. You have to be good to be playing on Sundays, and to me, that's what's cool. I know that I have probably an 8 to 10 year window in this league, and if I want to be what I say I want to be, then I have to commit myself 100%. I don't give a score prediction, but I am a defensive guy, so I'll definitely be looking forward to a defensive game. I know that I'm going out there, and I know that I am going to get hit in the head. I know that's part of football. That's like a firefighter knowing he is going to go into a fire at some point. You know you are going to be put in danger's way, and you accept that risk, and you do it. My goal is I want to create the 20-20-20 club, 20 sacks, 20 tackles for loss, 20 batted balls. I love the Stanley Cup playoffs. I feel like, growing up, I watched football, obviously, and you see great players, and as a fan, you want to watch the best you can possibly watch, and you want to see what's capable of being made. No doubt about it. For every player. Thursday nights are very tough for us because it is a short turnaround. It may not matter to anybody now, but when you go out there and perform on the field, that's what matters. No doubt about it. For every player. Thursday nights are very tough for us because it is a short turnaround. There are games where I go a whole game without saying a word. There are games where I'm talking the whole game. It really depends on the mood and vibe that I'm in that day. It's a very violent game, and bodies take a beating, so you want to make sure you do everything you can to get your body back. It's just something you have to do. A quarterback is always going to be the most valuable player on a football field because he touches the ball every single offensive play. Teams are always hitting me in the gut, trying to grab me when I jump and stuff like that. But I expect it. I live with the fact that while I am playing, I am going to give everything I have, and I will live with those consequences. I know I'm going to be remembered for football. That's why I work so hard at it. I have 3 Defensive Players of the Year. Only one other player has done that. But being a defensive lineman, it's hard to control the game. I'm honestly all over the board. I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably say it's country first, but I listen to literally everything: country, pop, rock, rap. You can find just about everything on my iPod, from Eminem to Zac Brown to Justin Timberlake to One Direction. Everything is on there. When I picture myself after football, it's down home, coaching high school football, just a relaxing, normal life. I want to coach high school football, and that's always what I've wanted to do. I'm sure I frustrate the trainers. In fact, I know I frustrate the trainers to no end. But I think there's a very fine line. I listen to their advice. I take their medical expertise very seriously. But then the reason I am where I am, the reason I play the way I play, is because I push beyond normal. In the off-season, I train twice a day, 5 times a week with my trainer. Then, there's always massages and neuromuscular therapy worked in there as well on different days. Over the years, I've learned a lot about nutrition and about myself, so it's a lot more based on feel. I stopped putting a number on it because people were analyzing it too much. It's literally, if I'm not working out, I eat the whole time I'm not working out.